morning, everybody. I am out and about this morning, and I was just thinking, pondering about some things, mainly motivation. Why am I motivated this morning to get out and do what I have to do? Well, that's just it. I have to do it. And I know that sun's shining right there. Hang on a second. And I am driving, so I'm not going to be looking at the camera, but I do want to get this message out. We all have different things that motivate us, and lots of times it has a lot to do with responsibilities. That's one thing that I'm headed out to do this morning. It's something that I am responsible to do for my job, and nobody else is going to do it except me. But there's a bigger motivation that I have, and that is the fact that God has allowed me to be able to start over at a time in most people's lives when they're thinking about retiring, and how you're going to fill your days and what's going to be on your schedule. Thankfully, I don't have a lot of doctor's appointments on my schedule, so that's good. That is a bonus. Sorry. And so I'm not doing that. I'm working. And if I'm not out on the road working, then I'm at a property working, either taking photos or measurements or just getting to know the lay of the property. But today I'm getting ready for an open house that I'm going to do this weekend on a property in East Springs. So if you guys are not doing anything, you don't want to miss it, because I've already lined up some little treats, and I just want to have you come out and see the house, which that's the motivation to do the open house Saturday, but also to get to see you face to face and have a conversation. I'll try not to be too lengthy in my conversations, because I can be. But anyway, this morning I just was thinking about the times when I knew the motivation was there for me to get up because I had responsibilities. I just didn't want to get up. I didn't want to face what I had to face, because it was a difficult thing. Having your life a certain way for 28 years, and that's all you've ever known. Well, really 32 years. And what got me through that? And I one phrase, and getting me through that was my faith in God. But not only my faith in God, but His sustaining grace and mercy. When God tells you to get up, it's time to get up, you got things to do, you have to get up. And I just felt like someone out there today was kind of in that situation where you just don't want to do anything, because you might not know what to do, and two, you just don't have the energy or the stamina. But I just want to encourage you today, if God is urging you to get up, He's urging you to get up because He has a promise for you. He has a plan over your life, and it's not to be stationary. It's to get up. And does He want us to do that because it's good for us? Probably. But we were not created to live on this earth for self-satisfaction. We're here because God has a plan over our life, and He has something for us to do. And if along the way that blesses you, that's great. That's icing on the cake. But what he wants you to do is bless other people. Because what we go through and what we survive through with his help, that is going to be a story that will help someone else. I just never have been the kind of person who would muddle, and I just say muddle because when you don't know what else to do, you just kind of don't do anything, and that's muddling. You're just kind of stuck in the puddle. And I might muddle for a moment in my own self-pity, but I can't stay there long. It's not healthy. And you can just feel it draining the life out of you when you muddle too long. So I just want to encourage anybody who feels like they're just muddling this morning. And whether you chose to muddle or you just are trying to get out of the muddle, just get up and move. Put on some praise music, and in the midst of your muddling and you're just trying to survive, if you find joy wherever you can find it, just for a moment, it'll help you get out of that muddle. And I really and truly believe this with my whole heart. And I just want to encourage you today that it's okay to muddle for a moment, but don't muddle too long. Get up, move around, and find not just any purpose, but the purpose that God has for you today. And wherever you go and whatever you do, try to be an encouragement for other people. Somewhere along the way today, give everybody you meet a smile, whether you feel like smiling or not. I can promise you there's somebody who's in a bigger muddle than you are. And when you find that person and you reach out to that person, it'll make getting out of your muddle tomorrow so much easier. So just remember, God has a plan over your life, and it's a good plan, and it has a good purpose to grow his kingdom. And that is one of the greatest callings that he left us, is to be able to grow his kingdom. So get out today, get out of your muddle, and let God, in ways that only he can, bless you so you can bless other people. May God bless you all. I hope you have a great day. Now I've got to go to work.